There are many people out of work. There are many people in career transition. Hiring and recruiting is a key essential to anyone's career evolution. So I'm going to pay a little tribute here and give a no-fear speaking approach to what should take place in the hiring process in the recruitment interview. Let's discuss 4 things first. You have your mission, which is what you can do for the world, that which the world needs. Your mission. How do you see that? What is your profession? What are you paid for? That which you can be paid for is your profession. That which you love is your passion. That which you can do is your vocation. So you have 4 aspects to think about, to evaluate, to really make your own when you're walking into an interview or even considering getting work or getting into the next step of your career. Have this down. Know it well. I would like to see that you show up in that interview knowing what these 4 are, so that your own specific and personal purpose statement is laid out and known, and you have a strong conviction to it prior to any interview that you begin. Let's also then discuss preparation. How well prepared are you for your interview? It isn't just a resume, although a resume is key, and that resume needs to show who you are, why you care, and above all, your accomplishments. What have you achieved in your life? You want to demonstrate that in your resume. The key to preparation here is that you've done some research. You've done some research prior to the company that you are going to be interviewing with and the person that is interviewing you. Also, make a list of questions, key questions, very smart questions that an interviewer or recruiter would say to themselves, that's a smart question. I'm glad they asked me that question. Questions are key. Ask smart ones. Qualify your company. Your company isn't there just to qualify you. The process of recruitment is a two-way street. Make sure that you know what your non-negotiables are. What is it that you're not willing to negotiate? It could be pay, it could be your package, it could be hours, it could be location. Make sure you know what those are so that you are not going to violate your integrity. Integrity is very vital in the recruiting process. You want to show up. You want to be there with your mission, your passion, your profession and vocation in, so that your purpose isn't diluted. Know what you want before you go in. That's very key. I think one of the biggest fallacies that most people who get those questions asked and the recruiters will tend to slide into some kind of body language is that the candidate tends to think they have to mimic or parallel the body language or emotion of the interviewer. Not so. That's a myth. What I'm saying to you right now is be yourself. You cannot lose. It doesn't matter if your interviewer is showing less emotion, being conservative, not showing much interest. Stay consistent with your interest and your caring about what they care about. Last but not least, don't go out into the hiring process with scarcity of interviews. Have a sufficiency of interviews where you don't have a feeling that you have to have each job that you interview for. There should be no ought tos, have tos, shoulds, or what have you. You want to have that feeling of free, comfortable, relaxed, and confidence when you're in the interviewing process. That's what they want to see. They want to know who you are and what are the other X factors that you are going to contribute to their company. And if it is a company worth working for, they'll want to know that. It isn't just enough that you're competent and have the designations and certificates. It's important that you're bringing character and integrity and a sense of depth and wisdom into that company. Now, I'm going to tell you there are 6 videos, part of the communications process of No Fear Speaking, that will follow this. This is key, and very vital to how you communicate, what you communicate, and the manner upon which you affect positive change in the interviewing process. This is part of the No Fear Speaking communication process that you can apply either on a one-to-one basis or, if you're being interviewed by a group, even more so applicable. Good luck.